First tonight at 9, speaking on behalf of the bench, the head of Wisconsin's court system will speak at a sentencing hearing that is set for Wednesday.
Fox 6's Bill Miston is live and explains it's the sentencing for a former Milwaukee County Children's Court judge convicted of distributing child pornography. Bill?
Good evening, Ben and Steph. The state's court director, Judge Randy Koshnick, says the actions by former juvenile court Judge Brett Blumey have left a stain on the judicial system. Federal prosecutors are recommending more than a decade in prison for Blumey, who pleaded guilty to federal charges of distributing child pornography, and it's alleged he also did so while here at the courthouse at the Vel R. Phillips Juvenile Justice Center.
39-year-old Brett Blumey, the former Milwaukee County juvenile court judge, set to be sentenced in a Madison federal courtroom this week. Blumey pleading guilty this fall to 2 counts of distributing child pornography. In a sentencing memo filed Monday, federal prosecutors recommending between 12 and 15 years. Based on sentencing guidelines, the penalty for conviction calls for a 5-year mandatory minimum. The defendant truly lived a double life, wrote acting U.S. Attorney Timothy O'Shea. On one hand, he was an officer of the court who had a legal and ethical obligation to promote justice. On the other hand, he was a purveyor of child pornography. Blumey elected to the bench in April 2020. Less than a year later, he would be facing state child porn charges. Court filings say they received a tip that a Kik messaging app user was uploading pictures and videos of child pornography, the user tracing back to Blumey, including his Dane County home and the Vel R. Phillips Juvenile Justice Center. Blumey was indicted this past spring. He resigned prior to pleading guilty to the federal charges in September. A number of letters submitted by Blumey's family and pastor Monday asking for a lighter sentence. His attorney writing, "These are the strong, loving people who, long after the media has devoured Brett Blumey one final time, will stand with Brett, with ever watchful eyes on him for as long as he walks God's earth." Director of State Courts Judge Randy Koshnick to also speak, saying the court system itself a victim. Writing, "Blumey has violated the trust of the citizens who elected him, the judges with whom he served, as well as many of the children and families who have come before the Milwaukee County Children's Court."
Now, Blumey has remained in custody since his arrest on these federal charges. A state case on similar charges is still pending, but those charges will likely be dismissed at the conclusion of this federal case. Governor Tony Evers appointed a Milwaukee lawyer with experience in family court to Blumey's seat, and that seat would be up for re-election this coming spring. Reporting live in Wauwatosa, Bill Miston, Fox 6 News.
Big decision from a federal judge coming. Bill, thanks. Well,